Wow. So this goes back to when I was about 18 or 19 years old. My friend TJ was now living in Wilmington, and it was about an hour or so away. So I didn't get to see him very often, but I was going to stay the weekend with him, so I figured I'd be prepared. So I decided I was going to take the essentials, which for me was costumes because I'm crazy. So I had packed some.
It's like his hobby.
Yeah,
he's a total Fruit Loop.
I had packed some masks and some costumes and stuff, and he picked me up and we went up there, and anyway, we were having a good time. TJ was living with his grandpa, his mom, his younger brother, and younger sister. And I had only met his younger sister about one time before this, and it was when she was like 7 or 8. But anyway, it was getting late in the night, and I had mentioned something about I had a pirate costume with me. We had full beard, full costume, eye patch, hat, everything.
Like I said, total Fruit Loop.
Shut up. And I said, wouldn't it be funny, because I had heard that TJ's sister was in her bedroom with her boyfriend, and I had never met her boyfriend.
And you didn't really know her sister, his sister?
No, I had only seen her one time before. And TJ had one brought up the idea. I said, wouldn't it be funny if I dressed up in this full pirate costume and knocked on the bedroom door and asked for her boyfriend, whose name also happened to be James, I had found out.
Yeah. You never met him.
I had never met him. Yeah. So I get in my full pirate costume, and I wish we had filmed it because it was so funny. I knock on the door, and I hear like a little noise behind the door, like, who's that? I don't know, go check. So her boyfriend opens the door, and he's wearing a towel around his waist, and I look in the room, and she's laying on the bed covered up with a blanket. I had clearly interrupted them having sex, and now he's standing here with a pirate face to face with him that he had never seen before in his life.
And James is a big guy. James is like, how tall?
I'm 6'3.5".
And how many pounds?
A lot.
Just for the record.
Yeah.
For the record, he's a big guy.
He didn't know what to say, and I just I was shocked because I realized I had interrupted him having sex, but I didn't let it stop me from throwing on my best pirate impression and going something along the lines of, "Yar, if it isn't me nephew James, I'm your uncle, I just came back from the sea." And
wasn't she in the back just
she was like, who is it? And to his credit, James was pretty cool. He was just like, "Oh, is that so? You're my uncle, huh? What's your name?" And I'm like, I be Salty.
Salty.
The pirate. And he was just like, well,
hold the towel.
He's like,
no idea who the hell you are.
Well, that's cool. And I felt awkward at that point, so I was just like, well, I better let you get back to business.
So didn't she say, like, who is it? And he was just like, it's a pirate.
Yeah, she did tell her it was a pirate.
I could not imagine how freaking confused both of them were, because neither of them knew you at all.
So they shut the door and I guess continue what they were doing before a pirate interrupted them.
I couldn't imagine.
Which has to be the weirdest conversation you ever have going back into sex. Like, who was it? Oh, it was a pirate. He said he's my uncle.
Like, now back to it.
Let's get back to it. But
I wish you dressed as a pirate.
But it was weird. So he shut the door and I just went back in the bedroom and I was dying laughing. It was fun.
Wonder if they ended up staying together after that.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, that might have been the final straw. It's just like, I can't be coming over here, like we can't do anything without pirates busting in.
I know I saw him the next morning when I came down for breakfast, but I was dressed normal, and he was just eating cereal, and I was like, oh, hey. And he was like, hey, I was like, I'm the pirate. He's like, oh, yeah, that's cool.